Morning guys, still in Scotland, day 2. I'm on a plan B at the minute due to my low petrol range. Nearly ran out of fuel, so I was panicking a bit. I was going to do Ben Lawes, started driving up the side road, and I thought it's probably not a good idea this, so I had 22 miles in the tank and the nearest petrol station was about 17. I thought, not going to really enjoy this ride. I got further to drive to get to the car park, plus I'll be stressing about running out of fuel. So I decided to go and get some fuel, and now I'm at a place called Glassie, which is Aberfeldy. So quite a few trails here on Trailforks. The downside is I've just done a 800 foot climb, so what, 250 metres, something like that maybe. And in these conditions, pretty challenging to be fair. It was like averaging 25 to 30 degrees on my Garmin on the way up, so texted out to you. Anyway, got to the top. There's 2 black runs here allegedly. This is the first one. So my own fault really. What I didn't do is check the trail reports on Trailforks. Just saw the trail map and thought, yeah, I'll go as high as I can. So this is the high point really in the forest. Whether the bottom section's rideable, I've no idea. But I managed to get myself round that tree. A bit of a faff round there, to be honest, but I got through. This looks clear as far as I can see. What I didn't want to do is ride back down the fire road, which is not very exciting. Even though I've got to clamber across a couple of trees up down here, then I'm not too fussed. At least I'll be on a trail of some sort. Right, anyway, so let's get some riding done. Cheers. Right, bit of a steep drop in here because I'm off the trail and it makes more sense to drop in from here. Ready for a pop off though. Not really. Oh, shoulder the branch then. Not expecting anything fantastic here, but at least it's more interesting than a fire road. Not sure if that was the trail. I think it might have been. So I've just gone past a manicured trail. Seems well built, but proper smooth. Bit of a gap at the top of it and a tabletop and things, which it's not my kind of stuff, that, to be fair. This seems to be a black. Let's hope it's open, fingers crossed. Have a dabble down here. Nope. Fucking hell. Won't take much to cut them branches, to be fair. See if I can find my way through here. Looks like they've made some access, snapping some twigs off and that. This is fucking ridiculous. I was actually going to go to Dunkeld instead, And what she had done there. Never mind. Right. Let's hope for a bit more flow. Better. We're on the trail here. I think I am. Let's have a quick look at that. Massive drop off, but don't seem to be anything going into it, so this seems to be the line to the left of that tree. Very descriptive. Not easy to find the way down here. Can't really say it's exciting me, this at the moment. So I'm just having a nosy around here. Feels a bit trail centre. The couple of not so well ridden trails that I've done so far, but even so it has that kind of a feel to it for me, which is not my bag. And then I saw this in the distance, so I've ridden over to it. I've no intentions of riding this, but it's just like unbelievable what they built on the hillside here. And you've got all kinds of freestyle jumps. There's a wall ride there, which you can pop on and pop off. There's a gap in between, so you've got to ride it. And then as you go further down, there's some almost vertical takeoffs with the landing on the left hand side, if you like, so you've got to probably flip your bike and do like a 360 or something like that. Which I'll have a look at this when I get home. There's some videos on it. It won't surprise me if they do competitions here, because it's pretty well built stuff. But anyway, not my kind of thing, but there you go. I'm out in the sunshine in Scotland, no midges about, so what's not to like? So it's actually called Endura Dreamline, this, on Trailforks. I don't know if it's got a name on Strava, probably won't have, because it's not the kind of thing you'd be racing down. Alright, I'm not going to do any jumps or anything, but must be better than riding down the grass. Skills on some people. Not the right tool for the job, but it's not my excuse. If I had a jump bike, I still wouldn't be doing that. It's almost vertical. And like I say about spinning your bike around, you've got to do a full rotation on that, I would imagine. Same with this one. See if I can ride through the middle of it. See where they've been landing, where it's all divoted. There we have it. There's a black one here, quite a long one, so I'm going to do that. And I'll probably go on the other side then. 2 reds on the left, but I don't really fancy them. Just must be the black. Yeah, it's all manicured, so obviously a double. Don't really about that. Gap jump. That's all over there. Brake pads are rubber. Don't know what this is. There we go. I'm going to get up there. I'm not. Oh. So it is avoidable. Really well, building this trail through here feels quite nice. Straight through blue velvet. That's a lot. Right, on a black graded trail on the other side now, so let's see what this is like. When I say the other side, this is the right, the Aberfeldy side. Might still be called Glassie, I've no idea. Woo. Nice that. take that at speed by the looks of it and gap it. Take something quite short like that. Loop back round, do a longer one. That was alright. Probably the most enjoyable trail of the day so far. Okay. Another black now. On the other hill. A bit longer this one. Okay, I'm going through that mud. Got to get my bike in my car and pile a load of stuff on top of it, so I'd rather it be dry and dusty. Smell like pressure cooked wood in here. Very nice. Seen loads of logging wagons while I've been driving around. Feels a bit more like a trail century type thing, quite narrow. But yeah, got very nearly did it again. Very technical. So it. Get into the technical bit. I mean, that's it. Just carry on apparently. Down here, just off to the left somewhere. Well, there's the left. Here we go. Quite a long section this. Must admit my eyes light up when I see a few rocks. These trails are super flowy, which some people all like, but not my kind of thing really. Not what I'd choose anyway. Might be a bit like stuff up for now, isn't it? That was a nice little bit. Quite steep. I don't know which line was it. I think the easy line was the bottom of the tree, right of the tree. Ooh. Oh, oh god. It's a little bit steep. Just got to pick your way through this in the dust. There's a off-camber rock coming in from the left, so I need to get around the right of it. Keep away from the tree. Just wanted to look at that before I committed, because I thought it might be a step down. Oh. Straight line, not a bit too much, but I got it. Making a racket at the back on the brake. Wasn't bad at all, that really. A lot of flow on it and a few juicy bits. I think that's it done, but you never know. Might go down again. Looks like it goes down there, but it's all like Trailforks. There's an orange trail higher up, but I don't think that's a jump line again. I wouldn't have minded doing it, but it's, what time is it? 20 past 3. And I've got to get over to Braemar, which is about an hour and a half, maybe, something like that. Right. So, yep, right is correct. That's the orange line, what's that called? Can't read that with no glasses on. Charger. Something like charger descent. Oh. Trags direct. Probably don't pronounce it like that either, but never mind. Alright then. Go down here then. Does look a bit steeper on the contours. Rolling. glasses on. I'm back at the car park, I don't know where I am. So you heard me saying the brakes were binding or something was happening, it was rattling, whatever, making a hell of a noise. And what's happened is the maxills come loose. That's what it feels like anyway, unless my wheel bearings have gone, which hopefully not. So tighten that up to the, well, above the spec actually. I think it's 6 Newton meters, can't read it with no glasses on. I think I tightened it to like 8. Alright, Allen key out, give it a twist round, see if it stops the play. Yeah, here we go. Half a turn. That's a lot more than 8. But it shouldn't come loose now. I'm just trundling along the road now, back to my car. It's just about 50 metres down here by the looks of it. But yeah, it was an experience. Glassie, Aberfeldy, call it what you will. Not exactly my cup of tea, but kept me out of mischief for about 3 hours, I think, something like that. What my stats looking like. 2,500 feet to climbing, nearly 10 miles. So with that, we'll sign off. I'll catch you next time. Cheers.